This week's parsha is Noah. Now, the story of the flood is a very interesting story in the Bible. And there are flood stories throughout the ancient world, as we know. The Gilgamesh epic deals with a flood story. The difference is in the Gilgamesh epic, the flood happened because the gods were upset at man because man was making a lot of noise and populating, too many people were populating the earth. Sounds a little familiar in some certain ways. Um, it was not that they were doing anything wrong, not that they were doing anything evil. It was simply that they were existing. And Utpashran, the person who survived the flood, survived it because he overheard two of the gods discussing it and realized, I better do something to survive. Again, nothing to do with his righteousness. In the biblical story, God says the reason for the flood is that people were committing evil acts, and that Noah was a righteous man in that generation, and therefore he was saved. It is not because by happenstance. God did not flood the world because he had nothing better to do that day. God did not flood the world because people were, let's say, uh, making noise. No, God wanted to destroy those people at that time because they're committing evil acts. And he wanted to start afresh, anew. The lesson to us is that A, God takes a part in this, takes an active role in this world, and B, he doesn't do things by accident. This is the difference between the Bible and the Torah and all the books that came before it of the pagan gods. Pagan gods were capricious, they were they were unethical, and they were immoral. The God of the Bible, the God of the Torah, is ethical, moral, and demands of us to be ethical and moral. And that is the real difference in the story. That's the real lesson of the story of Noah. Something to think about.